Airbus U.S. Space and Defense has just demonstrated its new Lakota UH-72 drone helicopter for the U.S. Marine. Look at that thing. I love that. I think
You
it
wouldn't want
looks
to be
cool.
a passenger, would you?
There's no windows on that thing.
There's no windows on that thing. No. It would be an interesting.
I don't know how the computer can see to fly without windows.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy how it works. I also feel like if I was sitting in there, I would get extremely airsick, maybe is the best way to put it. Not being able to see what's going on.
It's an autonomous helicopter. Why would you be sitting in there?
Yeah, because it can carry. Well, we'll get to that. Known as the Unmanned Logistics Connector, the autonomous UH-72 variant designed to ensure supply lines stay open without human risk, which does sidestep the traditional vulnerable transport options, but is capable of carrying up to 4,000 pounds, which means I could easily fit inside for a ride, maybe one of these days. The ULC can cruise at 135 knots with a range of 350 nautical miles, making it ideal for these.
You won't even go on an eVTOL, never mind
I won't.
Drone helicopter.
The eVTOL with windows, yeah. Although, if I'm not going to know we're going down, I don't know. It might be better for me not to have windows at all. This is good. I mean, it's built on the Army's proven UH-72B Lakota model. Boasts design tweaks, a 5-blade rotor, advanced engines, which of course is going to enhance lift and hopefully simplify maintenance for them. The demonstration is part of a rapid prototyping initiative by the Department of Defense, the DoD, supporting the U.S. military's push toward agile unmanned logistics. I mean, testing is going to continue through 2025, expected to expand its autonomy features. It's really reinforcing Airbus in their role in helping modernize everything military and defense in a cost-effective way.
After this, it doesn't really matter what Brian says, because I think we all know what I'm about to tell you is the number one challenge. Autonomous functionality is the number one challenge. You've got high-risk zones with a continuous feedback mechanism as well as being autonomous. That's the biggest challenge. That drone helo has got to meet rigorous requirements for autonomous supply logistics, high-risk environments, particularly integrating real-time feedback from warfighters as well to refine its functionality hereinafter. There you go. That's the number one. Do we just move on to the next one now?
Yeah. In order to have autonomous functionality, in order to have this as something that makes sense with the people who are going to be integrated, humans are still going to integrate with this, right? In order to have this, you're right, requirements are going to be huge. These requirements had to be integrated into the design for the functionality, into the supply logistics. And there's a feedback loop from requirements to change to design that was very significant in getting this design to happen. The integrated warfighter feedback in the phase of the contract we're talking about here to meet all the requirements and give insights to deliver the right capabilities to the U.S. Marine Corps. So this close integration of operational feedback is what's helping Airbus to be aligned with the operational needs of the U.S., strengthening the development of the ALC system. So all of this together means to have the autonomous functionality, we have to look at how we're taking the actual requirements of the drone functions here.
I think you just agreed with me. The number one challenge is the autonomous operation. That's the number one. The requirements are going to be changing. That's the whole idea of machine learning, isn't it? You know, there's going to be different environments it's going to have to operate in. So I hear you. So I think the bottom line is this 72, the UH-72, has to adapt to various supply logistics scenarios. Yeah, carrying heavy loads over significant distances. But yeah, I think it's just the autonomous operation is the number one challenge.
And it shows the collaboration that happen here and tend to need to happen in a lot of design processes between the customer use case and the design. So in order for this to work, you need to have a system that lets us figure out those requirements, track those requirements, trace them through the whole process.
That's the solution. I agree.
Yeah.
That's the solution. So you're right. Requirements trace with feedback integration. So you need a system to do all of that. It ensures operational feedback is directly linked to design elements, enabling rapid iteration, et cetera, et cetera. And then you might want to bring in your AI for enhanced feedback analysis. So you're getting all this feedback coming in. You want an AI over that to be able to filter that and decide what is the real critical parts of it for predictive feedback as well going forward. So, yeah.
I feel like we've really upset Greg by agreeing too much.
Yeah, way too much. Way too much. I separate. Let's hit the reset button real quick.